What is up, everyone? At Jerky572, Return a Chance. Today's June 13th, 2025. We're going to hop on and do a market watch. We got a good amount of cards to look at today, but we're going to be starting off the market watch by going through Battles of Legend. We're going to be taking a look at what the prices have settled at, because today is the official release day. It's everywhere. It's released everywhere. And so prices have came down, and then more people are able to list, not just the people who stores who are able to pre-sell. So let's take a look. Let's see, Galatea Starlight at 140. It looks like cheapest listing. Blue Eyes White Dragon, Starlight. I think this is the chibi art at 134. Gem Knight, $60. It looks like cheapest listing, but it says market price of 100 something. 65, 65, 65. So yeah, price is starting to drop. We have Ilo Girsu, the other Orcus Monster, $88. Noah Punk Rising Scale, $80. We have Alba System Dogmatic Calamity at $79. My friend actually pulled this one from a box that he bought. He pulled the Secret Rare and the Starlight Rare. So shout out to him for pulling that. Ladies Dragon Maid Starlight Rare, 21 listings. $75. Necrocrypt Princess at $71. These were pre-selling for like $50-ish. Looks like they went up in price. Punk Jam Fever, $64. Necrozotricilla alternative artwork, I think, or no, it's not. It's $44. Can't tell because we don't have the picture for some of these yet. This is what I don't like about looking at the market when they don't have picture. I can't really tell what it is. Elemental Hero Neo, the chibi art Starlight at $60. Gore's chibi art at $60. Dark Paladin, $50. The Geometry Trio, $53. King of the Pharaoh Imps, $50. Fabled Lurie Alternative Art Starlight, $44. Gem Knight Fusion, $41. Skull Servant, this is the chibi art as well, $37. On list, $37. Jirok Meteor Starlight Rare, I think this is the alternative artwork, $35. I actually just purchased a quarter century for like, I think it was like $7 for the original artwork. You guys decide which one you guys prefer. Junk Warrior Starlight Rare, $32. Chibi art Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, $30. Gear Freak the Iron Knight Starlight Rare, $25. And then we have our first ultra rare of the set that's not Starlight. This looks like it is $20. That's the most expensive card in the set, if I'm not mistaken. That's not like, you know, one of the Starlights. We have Primite Lordy Load at $15. We have Blue Eyes White Dragon at $11 at chibi art. This one might not be a bad pickup. It's a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's one of the. It only has this one printing so far, along with the Starlight Rare. But this one might not be a bad pickup. Let me know how you guys feel about this one down in the comments. Might be worth going in on, especially since we have the Primite stuff in here. I could see more Blue Eyes players popping up. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel at $8, not bad. I might pick up one of these because I've been wanting to test out the Primite engine. Lordly Load at $15. I feel like it could drop down a little bit more, maybe to the $10 price point. Emilia Dance the Priestess Necros looks like it's at $7, but it looks like Lordly Load is the most expensive Secret Rare from the set, and then Ultra Rare is the most expensive, the new Galatea Link 1 Orcus Monster. Honest Chibi Art, $4. Gear Freak the Iron Knight, $4. Dark Paladin, $4. Noah Punk Rising Scale, $5. Ilo Gear Suit, $5. Ladies Dragon Maid, $5. Crowley the Gift of Majestic. Oh, we got some new Majestic support in here. $5. Junk Warrior Chibi Art, $5. Mental Hero Nail, $4. $5. Skull Servant, like $3 to $4. Looks like a lot of these are between like $3 and $5. Scores. Punk Jam Fever. Alba System Dogmatic Calamity, a Secret Rare at $3. And oh, we got some new Fabled support in here too. $3. A Geometry Trio. Is this chibi art? No, I forget. This kind of looks like the other one. That's a Secret Rare. DDD. Oh, we got some new DDD support, right? In this. And I believe we're getting some new DDD support in the next set, isn't it? Or was it this set? I can't remember. Start at Cypher Divine Dragon at $3. We finally have an affordable version, and it's a Secret Rare, so technically a higher rarity than the other ones. Definitely might be a good pickup if you're playing Blue Eyes. Live the World Key Blade Master Dragon Maid, that's $2. We got a lot of affordable stuff in here. You guys might want to consider going in on. I went in on some Jirac Asteros because there's a certain combo I'm working on in my Dino build where I just send this to the graveyard along with another Jirac monster, and then that gives me access to Jirac Meteor as an interruption. Pretty cool, but we'll see if that takes off. I'm just, trying to build something at the moment for any WCQ. I'm stuck between like Dinos and Memento. Gem Knight Fusion $2, Gem Knight everything $2, $2. Magical Android at $2 might not be a bad pickup. These were like super rare $15, but now we have a nice looking secret rare. Technically, I think it's the highest rarity now. No, there's dual terminal as well, but secret rare I guess comes in as the max now. This might not be a bad pickup at $2 for past formats. And then aside from that, everything else is like $2 and under. So there's a lot of cheap stuff in the set. Aside from like the Starlights and the Starlights are the only things that look like they're holding up. This ultra rare seems to be like the $20 price point, but it could come down depending on how Orcus does. That's an ultra being like $20. And then we have this secret rare at $15. But aside from that, if you open up the set, there's not really much value to be pulled unless you pull one of the Starlights. Everything else is like $10 and under. And then just this and the other one are above $10. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the Battles of Legends set. I mean, it's not for everyone. It has some nice new cards in there for different decks. Like let's say you're playing Punk, definitely you're excited about this set. Probably Orcus players, so you're excited about this set. And then Dragon Maid as well. But aside from that, yeah, I don't see this being too appealing to the other player base. It's more specific to players who play some of these strategies. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you're excited about this set. What are you guys picking up? What do you guys think we should go in on, etc, etc. Let's move on to the market watch now. We have Malice P March here, still coming down in price, now hitting under $30. I think last time we took a look at this was around like 35, 36-ish dollars, but now we have it hitting like a 22, 23, under $25 price point, so it keeps coming down in price. How do you guys feel about Malice P March here? Is this a good time to buy, or will they keep dropping down in price? Primite Lorely Load, the original version from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. This is a different one, right? Oh wait, this is that one. Where's the other one then? I wanted to take a look at the other version. The one from Rage of the Abyss. Looks like it's still sitting around $23-ish, $24-ish. But you could pick up the Monster Mayhem around $15, even though I feel like it's gonna keep dropping in price. But I could be wrong about that. But it's crazy that this one's still holding up at that $20-something price point. Mitsurugi Ritual looks like it came down in price a little bit. We had this at a high price point of like $36-ish. I think it was the highest I seen it at. Now we have it still about $20, but now 25-ish is what it looks like it dropped to. Do you guys? I mean, it's still one of the better decks of the format, Mitsurugi Raizio. But do you guys think this card will continue to see some play with the new stuff that's coming out? We also have Duelist Advance that's coming out at the beginning of July, which is going to come with, I think, the new Vanquish Soul support. It's going to come with Luna Lights, which people are expecting to be good. It's going to come with like Monarch support. I think new Psychic support is on the horizon too. So we'll see if Mitsurugi Ritual or the Mitsurugi archetype continues to do good with those new support coming out, and if maybe it bounces up in price or comes down even more. Red Genesis is also getting support in Duelist Advanced, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this one is gonna continue to increase in price. It was like I think at its lowest around $10, but right now we have it at 15, 1565, 1567. So like around a $15 price point. The same with Regenesis Archfiend. This one was sitting around like $10ish as well. I think we have one over here under the $10 price point, but after that we hit $11.99, so hitting the $12 to $13 price point. But I feel like they're gonna go up in price just because of the hype once Duelist Advance comes out and we get that Regenesis support. I think that's where I think I read that's what Duelist Advance has for Regenesis, some support. We know that Primites are also getting some support in Duelist Advance. If I'm not mistaken, they're getting the new Primite Fusion and the Primite Fusion monster. So I expect this archetype to do some different things to kind of be, in the meta somehow. I mean, Blue Eyes definitely still plays it, but I expect it to do some more stuff with the Primite Fusion and the new Fusion monster. So we'll see what happens with that. Primite Dragon Ether Barrel, the Ultra Rare right now is sitting at $11, $12, $12.95, and then $13. Could it go up in price? Maybe, depending on how popular the Primite engine gets when we get that new support, especially now since it's more accessible. More people have access to test it out and see what they could do. I'm definitely gonna be testing my Primite engine now with Harpies and see what I could do with that. We have Mystical Space Typhoon. We just got announced actually a new Mystical Space Typhoon archetype. So I want to take a look at the Core Century Secret Rare. Looks like it was sitting around like $13ish, but now we only have 34 listings on the market, and we have this going up to $34.96, $34.98, $37, $38.85. It is crazy to see that Mystical Space Typhoon got its own archetype. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Let me know how you guys feel about it down below if you guys already seen it. And if you guys are excited about it, we do have an Ultimate Rare and a Ghost Rare version of Mystical Space Typhoon as well that I wanted to take a look at and see how those are doing. So it looks like the Ultimate Rare is at 18 listings. We have it at the lowest listing at 169. And then we have the Ghost Rare at 9 listing. This one's at $32 for lowest listing. And then we have some others, Duelist League ones, but I guess the main ones that we want to take a look at are these higher rarity ones, which are 169 for Ultimate, Core Century 34ish, and then Ghost Rare at 32. Looks like we have Platinums going up in price too, which is kind of like, to me, Platinum Secret Rares basically are Starlights. I confuse Starlights with Platinum all the time. But this card was sitting around like $5ish. Now we have lowest listing $950, $970, $989, $990. Let me know how you guys feel about Mystical Space Typhoon. If you guys think the hype is gonna cool down later, I definitely think it's gonna cool down later, and these will drop down in price a bit. We have Vanquish Soul support, I believe, in Duelist Advance. Let me just take a look at it. Duelist Advance. Where's it at? Duelist Advance. So it looks like Duelist Advance features the new Art Magia archetype. We have Power Patron archetype, Agnestor support, Archfiend support, Argostol support, Ashen support, Blue Eye support, Dododo support, I forgot what this is, Gaga, Goblin support, Go support, Koroi Champion support, Lunar Light support, Monarch support, Morgan Knight. We get that new Morgan Knight card. We have some Novella support. We have the Primite Fusion. We have Regenesis support. We have the new Sky Striker stuff coming in there, the new Sky Striker cards. We have Super Quantum support as well. It looks like we have Ticina support. Vanquish Soul support, it looks like it is in there. And then we have some Flame Swordsman and Monarch support as well. So this is what I'm getting from the information here. Although it doesn't list it on here on the Yu-Gi-Oh! /card.com page. That information isn't in here. All we see is future Utopic Future Zexo on here, Sky Strikers, we have Psychics in there, Monarchs in there. But yeah, aside from that, we don't have any more information on this website. but you could get the information on here, which I think should be accurate. Wikipedia is pretty accurate, and this is what we are supposedly getting. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, and I'm gonna say Vanquish Soul support is gonna be in that. Looks like we have Stake Your Soul right now at $21, $21.45, $23.75. If you haven't got your Vanquish Soul stuff early, might be too late because everything for Vanquish Soul is kind of up in price. I mean, let's see. We have Heavy Burger at $10-ish. Heavy Burger, where are you at? This is Prismatic Secret at $10-ish. Vanquish Soul Raisin at $24-ish. Prismatic Secret sitting at like $14-ish. Vanquish Soul Dr. Madlove for the Core Century Secret at $16. I expect these to go up because you do play 3 Dr. Madloves in the strategy. We don't have the canine stuff coming out until August, so you're only going to be playing like pure Vanquish Soul, a pure Vanquish Soul variant, not the canine variant that's like, topping into OCG. So we'll see if just pure Vanquish Soul could do good in the format. If it does, then I expect these cards to go up even higher when K9 comes out, because that's just going to give it a boost. If it doesn't, they're probably going to stay at the price point they're at right now. Still expensive from what they were, but not as much as when K9 is going to come out. But yeah, it looks like a lot of these are up in price. Vanquish Soul Caesar Valius, I expect to go up too. It's only a $10 for a Core Century Seeker. If you look at these right here, these are way up past the $100 price point, so I could expect these to go, get close to that. Moving on, we're going to be taking a look at M City Glory of Horus, just because we already have the Orcus stuff out, and I expect the Orcus to be mixed with the Horus engine. Looks like there isn't too much movement on the Secret or Prismatic Secret, but the Core Century Secret is getting bought out. It only has 6 listings. This card was sitting under $100, but now we have it at 161, 163, and then 170. Let's see what we have sales at. We have sales above the $100 price point at 112, 116, 110, 110. We have one sale at 180. That's crazy. And after that, not really too many sales past the $100 price point. Aside from those 4 that I mentioned, nothing at the 160 except for that one sale 178, which was pretty interesting. But 163, 170, we'll see if anyone else decides to buy it at this price point. But for now, if you do want to test out the Horus engine with the Orcus stuff, I feel like this does still have potential to go up since it hasn't gotten a reprint. An affordable printing. Last time we had a printing for this was the 25th anniversary tins, and these are still like $20. But I expect them to go up later on because the Horus engine is, pretty accessible, pretty fun to play with, and could be thrown into like different stuff because it doesn't lock you into anything. Shining Sarcophagus from Legacy of Destruction looks like it is at 37 listings. We still have this at $25, $25.30. $25.99, $26.23, and then $27.97. Which should be getting a reprint this year in this year's 10. So I expect this to drop down in price, but we'll see how it goes. I haven't seen too many tops with Shining Sarcophagus. I haven't seen people exploring, different builds with the new Dark Magician card that got released for them in the past set. We'll see if that changes, but yeah, to my knowledge, I haven't seen tops from Shining Sarcophagus. Senjin Wakes from the Millennium is one of those cards being looked at as a tech option. I've heard people say that this is just basically a free body, a free extender that you're able to access. Was sitting around like $6, now at 46 listings. It went up to like the $10 price point now. We also have the Core Century Secret Bird that's getting bought out. We have this at 12 listings and currently at $32, $35.99, $36, $38.99, heading up to that $40 price point. Let me know how you guys feel about Senjin Wakes from a Millennium and if you think it's a good pickup. I have been hearing that you're able to basically turbo this. Is it this one? Snake Eyes Doom Dragon Supreme Darkness says must be fusion summoned or special summoned by sending 2 face-up monster cards from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. So you're able to, with this art, a little engine, I think you're able to place this in the Spore trap zone, and then I think all of the Millennium monsters are able to do that, including this one. Cannot be destroyed. This card's in your hand. Place it in the spell and trap zone. Yeah, you're able to place these cards in the spell and trap zone, and then I think you could turbo this out somehow. I forgot how the combo goes, but that's what I've been hearing. And you're able to, and then with that, you're able to access like an interruption. This card is special summon. You can target one face-up monster in the field, place it in face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. So it's kind of like an interruption. Let me know how you guys feel about that. We have 92 listings for this one. It's currently at $6, $7.50, $7.60, $8-ish on the first page. This does have a Core Sentry, which actually came down in price. I remember buying mine for like 20 something dollars, and I sold it for like around 70. But right now we have it at $54, $55, $56, $55, and then hitting the $60 price point. So it has came down in price from what it was at a couple weeks ago. But yeah, let me know if you guys think that this little engine with the Sengjin Awakes from Millennium is a good tech. Another thing I've also heard is that you're able to add, I think, this card with Sengjin Awakes from the Millennium, and then it gives you access to like a free level 5 body, which can be used with K9 and Vanquish. So I'm not sure how accurate or how good that is, but it is an option that you guys could try out if you guys want to. Moving on to Dino Rustler Pancratops, a Core Sentry Seeker. It looks like there's some movement on it. I remember buying these for like $1, but now we have them at 73 listings. We have them at $3.25, $4, $4.47, $3.26. This card was actually limited before, but is now at 3 if I'm not mistaken. I play dinos. I don't even play 3 of these. I play like maybe 1 at most, just to access like some sort of interruption. But it is one of those cards that back then was pretty good. Right now we have cards like Kashtira, what is it? Fenrir, that are a little bit better than this, because it's able to add you and provide an interruption. This one you could just special summon and then get a pop, so it's like a kind of like a 1-for-1. But we'll see what happens with Pancratops. Maybe it's one of those cards that could return into the format later on, sometime in the game. You know, it's one of those cards could just pop up back in the meta. Guiding Quem, the Virtuous Core Sentry Seeker, I think is a good pickup. This card is at 37 listings. We have this sitting at $13.99, $14, $15, $16, $18. And I think its counterpart, its alternative artwork. Does this card have an alternative artwork? It does not have an alternative artwork. Okay, it has a Starlight that's $78, $88. So I think Quem is a good pickup. Branded stuff could come back into the format anytime. It's still a good deck. It's just, you know, I guess it's just missing a branded fusion at 2 or 3, but they just got some new support. So, well, they just got a new fusion monster, so I think it could see some hype, and this card could possibly go up in price. A lot of the other branded stuff is up in price, like the alternative artwork. So I think this card has potential to go up too. Was at $10, now going up to $14, $15, but I think it has potential to go up to like maybe a $30, $40 price point. Let me know how you guys feel about Guiding Quem. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I noticed was low on listings. This is from the Core Sentry Bonanza set. Only at 12 listings right now. We have this card at $84, $92, $105, $115, $135, and $135 on the first page. Let's see what it was at. It looks like it was sitting around like $50-ish all through like April and the beginning of June, but right now we have it at $84. What do we have sales at? 91. So we do have sales above that $80 price point, above that $90 price point too. So they are selling. Is this still used in Blue Eyes? I can't remember. I don't think it's used in blue. I think maybe it's just a collector card that people are picking up. Contact C is one of those cards that is being seen as a tech in the OCG. I think it's to go against like Yummy, and we do have Yummy coming out in August. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's used against Yummy. I can't really remember. But this card has 4 printings available, 3 common and 1 super rare. It looks like the super rare is kind of up in price. We had this sitting around 61 cents, now pushing up to like the $2 price point. It looks like I would definitely get rid of these because I feel like Contact C is not that good. Because when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand to the opponent's field in defense position. This card's controller cannot fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon unless they use this card as material, which is pretty easy. A lot of people run like SP Little Knight, which is pretty generic, so they're able to just link this off and you're basically giving them a free body. But let me know down below your opinions if you think Contact C is a good tech choice and explain why. We got announced some new Mikanko support coming out in the tactical tri decks. I think there's like 3 new Mikanko cards, but that caused Mikanko to go to start to go up in price. Looks like Hari, the Sword Mikanko, is at $34, only 13 listings on the market. We have Araheim, the Manifested Mikanko, at 12 listings. Looks like this push up to $42. Its market price used to be at $20. Mikanko Reflection Rondo, collector rare, looks like it is at 14 listings. We have 1 listing at $13.43, $13.42, 2 listings under $20, but then we hit 25, then 45, then 46. So yeah, these are going up in price too. If you are watching this market watch and you want to purchase these, go on ahead because I am not going to be copying them. It looks like these are $13.43, 13. So they were sitting around like the $14 price point. So these are kind of still priced at the price point they were at. And both sellers online, they were at before the announcement of the support. So you guys could go and grab these right here before they start to go up too. Nini the Mirror Mikanko looks like it's at 27 above market price. Heavily gated Mikanko from Amazing Defenders looks like it's up. These are at 21 listings. Used to be sitting around like $6. Right now we have them at still like around $6-8ish. So not too, haven't gone up too much in price. Let's take a look at some other Mikanko stuff. Oheim the Manifested Mikanko looks like they've gone up to like the $5 price point. I remember selling some of these for like around $2, but now they're up to $5. And I did find a couple more in bulk, so I'm gonna go list them and get rid of these as well. Mikanko Water Arabesque looks like they're around $5 as well. Also another card I sold for like around $2 because it was just bulk. But now that we have Mikanko support, they did decide to go up in price. And then after that, everything else is cheap for Mikanko. It's just these right here that you have to pay attention to and keep your eye out on. Let me know if you guys think the new Mikanko support is going to make Mikanko, a top tier deck. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon looks like it's low on listings. We only have 12 listings for this card. It was sitting around like $8ish, but now we have listings starting at basically like that's 15, then 15 and $16.99, $16.07, $22.25, heading up to the $30 price point. I think that's because this is kind of like a super poly target that you're able to make, and it has a pretty good effect. It pops when it's destroyed. It could copy monster's effect, and it says if this card's fusion summon, you can make this card attack equal to one of your opponent's special summon monster until the end of this turn. So it's a pretty good card, and it's a super poly target, and I think that's why it went up in price just because of that. We have Despy and Lilith. This card is at 12 listings, so it's low on listings too. I can't see its market price or what it was at, but right now we have it at $88.24, $88.24, $89.99, $90.90. So it has started to go up. I believe we had sales before at like $40-ish. It looks like $40, $40, $44, $40. So I guess this card was around like $40, but now it's pushing up to the $80 price point, and that might be because of the new the new branded fusion monster that came out in Battles of Legend. It says once per turn, if a card leaves the extra deck except during the damage that you can make all monster you currently control gain 500 attack permanently. Then you can negate the effects of one face-up card in the field. And during the end phase, this card is in graveyard because it was sent there this turn. You can spell someone like spellcasting monster from your hand or deck whose attack equals its own defense. Not a bad card. You basically, it has usage both on the field and the graveyard. And Brandon's able to throw stuff in the throw a lot of extra deck monsters in the graveyard, so it could come in handy. Let me know if you guys run Brandon, if you guys are still using Lulu Lilith. Mimikko Dungeon, I noticed was low on listings for the Core Century Secret Rare. We have it at $24.99. This card was sitting around like, let's see, at its highest was $27 to $30. Then it came down to $23.75, but now we have it pushing up. We have a couple listings under the $25 price point and at $25. But then after that, we hit 40, 50, and then 69. So let me know if you guys have heard of any like Mimikko support or something. I need some explanation on why this is going up in price. I haven't heard of any. Looks like we have the Mimikko Throne at 13 listings. That's at above its market price. We have Giant Mimikko above market price too, $24.60. Are we getting new Mimikko support in the Duelist Advanced set or something? Someone let me know if you guys have the info. We have Mimikko Master also above market price, $23.97. That's crazy. And then we have Mimikko Charm, 28 listings. Looks like they're starting to go above market price. So you might want, if you're watching this market watch, you might want to go and take a look at Mimikko and see if it's something you might want to pick up before they go up even higher. Mimikko Dungeon right here is still around like under $5, it seems like, or market price $5. Giant Mimikko seems like it's around $5. Mimikko Throne $2. Mimikko Charm $1-ish. And this one does have a, I guess, a pre-release ultra rare. And then we have ultra rare Mimikko Masters at $1. So Mimikko isn't too expensive if you're not trying to play a high rarity, but the higher rarity stuff is getting bought out for some reason. I'm gonna go try to investigate and see if maybe they're getting support in Duelist Advanced or something, because it's weird why they started to go up. This one might not be too bad to go in on. It's a Core Century. It says once per chain during a main phase, if a Mimikko monster your opponent controls flip face up, you can randomly choose one face down card in your opponent's extra deck, and if it is a monster that can be special summoned to your field, but it cannot activate the effects this turn. If it wasn't or couldn't be special summoned, banish that card. So it's not bad, right? Could come in handy, and it's a pretty cheap Core Century Secret Rare. Moving on, we have Firehand, which is also going low on listings. This card was sitting around like $2-3ish, but now we have 11 listings on the market, and it's starting to basically go up to $7-8 and hitting the $10 price point. Someone let me know why this card is being bought out. Maybe it's for like one of the past formats. We have Terra Firma Gravity at 19 listings for the Secret Rare from Premium Pack 2. This one caught my attention because it's one of those trap cards that's actually worth something. We have super rares and rares available for budget players, but this Secret Rare is kind of up in price. We have it at $11.66, $12.69. After that, we have prices going up to $16, $23. What does it do? Activate only during your opponent's battle phase. All level 4 or lower monsters that can attack face-up elemental hero Terra Firma you control must attack. I'm pretty sure it's a collectible card. I don't think heroes are running that right now. But yeah, just something that caught my attention because I was looking at trap cards to see what trap cards are worth something, and that one popped up. Another trap card that came into my I guess came to my attention was Divine Wrath. It did not get a reprint in any rarity collection. So we have the ultimate rare, we have super rares, and the secret rare being the higher rarities. We have dual terminal also here at 29 listings, but after that we only have like super, common, and rare versions. The one that I wanted to focus on is the secret rare version from the Speed Duel Midterm Destruction. This card is at 13 listings. We still have a couple copies at $2. 370, 352, but after that they start hitting like above the $5 price point. So maybe something you might want to pick up if you want to have like a nice version of Divine Wrath. It's a pretty good trap card. It says when a monster effect is activated, discard one card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. Probably one of those cards that's used in past format, and if you play past formats, I'm pretty sure you want to have Divine Wrath in your deck, right? We have Super Rare from Dark Revelation at 12 listings. Looks like these are sitting at $5, $5.23, $13.94. So I think this card has potential to go above the $10 price point, so I would pick this up. Aside from that, you have the Ultimate Rare. That's more expensive, but I would go for the mid-max and try to pick up one of these before they start heading up in price. I'm telling you, it could be possible that this card hits above the $10 price point. Number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon also caught my attention. We do have some, I guess, more accessible versions from Battles of Legend Light's Revenge. Ultra Rares at 36 listings. These seem to be at $1. The commons are at 30 listings, which is kind of low for a common. These are from Legendary Duelist Season 2, sitting under $1. But then we have these, which are also going lower on listings. We have the 2015 Megaton Ultra Rares at 19 listings, and these are starting to hit the $3 price point, $2.50, $2.99, $3 on the first page. And then we have the Ultra Rares from Primal Origin. And these are at $6.30, $4, just $7 basically shipping, $7.80. So these are at $7. So maybe something you might want to go dig through bulk for and see if you guys have. Don't get it confused with one of these though. It has to be from the 2015 Megatons or Primal Origin. These are the ones that are worth something. And last card on today's Market Watch is going to be number C107, Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. So I heard that this is a tech that's being used in the OCG with the K9 archetype. I think you make it using like Nash Knight and then the C something Nash Knight. You're able to cheat this out and you're able to go OTK your opponent with this. It says once per turn you can attach one XC material from this card until the end of this turn, negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently on the field. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects if this card has number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon as an XE material. It gains this effect. You contribute 2 monsters. This card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. So yeah, you're able to put number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon under this using Nash Knight and Nash Knight's counterpart, and basically it gives you access to go for an OTK. It also has this good effect too where it negates other face-up monsters on the field. So let me know how you guys feel about this tech and if you think it's going to take off here in the TCG as well. We have Primal Origin versions at 9 listings. These are up to... We have one listing here at $225. You guys could probably go purchase. Oh, seller's offline. Never mind. Item not available. So they start off at $15, $17, $18.95, and then go up to $30 from there for a super rare. Then we have the other super from the Mega 10 sitting at 8 listings. These are at $12, $13.50, $15, and then $14.50 on the first page. So these are going up to... Yeah, these are super rares that are worth above $10. But we do have some rare, some maximum gold. If you guys just want access and want to try out this tech, we also have rare, some Made the Master if you want to try out this tech. I know this card comes in Ultimate Rare too, so let's take a look at those. Right there. We have 14 listings on the Ultimate Rare. And it looks like we have this at $68, $70, $70, $80, $108, $110, going up to like past the $110 price point. I'm pretty sure it will be seeing play in over here in the TCG, but that's after we get the K9 stuff, and that's after that's sometime in August. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return to Chan. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.